Welcome back. Why did I have to end? I had an important phone call I had to take. Nothing serious, but I had to take it. And I couldn't be distracted. Digging the shirt? Badass. So am I. So am I. Y'all will never guess where I got this shirt. Guess in chat. Do I think I can reach 100K this year? I would say this year, yes. But TikTok has done some significant rearranging. It's not sending... TikTok is trying to suppress marginalized debate talk. And like my primary source for growth is through my debates. And TikTok, it's not just me. TikTok is, if you are a minority, if you talk about minority matters, TikTok is not sending people our way. They've just stopped. I have the metrics to prove it. Yeah, TikTok shop. Yeah, right. I know, huh? They are sending, like, if you're talking about like politics and stuff like that, or non-marginalized matters, they are absolutely sending people out still. But for marginalized communities, they're not. We're currently being suppressed. Okay. It's voting year. They're more worried about that and pushing out that content. Well, the Republican Party is running heavily on suppressing minorities, specifically the transgender community right now. So, yeah, the things that I have to say are absolutely relevant to the political climate. I've been watching you for a few weeks now, Adora, and I think you're amazing. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. Thank you. It doesn't count when you send in bulk, so one at a time, LOL? I don't know what that meant. May not have been for me. Hi, friend. People have an issue with this for kids, but not with forcing religion on them. I think that was a friendly comment. And we're back. We are back. Correct, KTP. How you doing? Do you think marginalized suppression is TikTok's backlash to CoinCot since... I don't know about that, Jen. I think it was already happening. TikTok was already trying to move away from debate talk before CoinCot happened. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. Is Jess back? I don't think I have any requests. Yeah, I don't have any requests. Just a reminder to the 423 people watching, I'm only accepting opposition right now. Please, no friendlies. Friendlies can hang out and chat. What were to happen if you were ever caught in a country where being LGBT is illegal? I would be arrested. Adora, I decided to vote blue for the first time ever this election. That's amazing. Popcorn. That's amazing. Fantastic. Thank you. Love you, Adora. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Am I what? Are you doing drag story time? I am not a drag artist. Oops, I forgot. Oh no. How did that... Wait, I did the thing. I don't get it. I totally did the thing. Why did it not do that? I messed up Twitch. I always mess up Twitch. Thank you for the friendship gifts. Thank you. Love you, Adora. Thank you so much, Felix. What is the charity you're donating the 5% to? Point of Pride. Point of Pride helps transgender people with access to the healthcare that they need. It helps us pay for things like hormones, all the way up to surgeries. How am I doing? I'm doing all right, Aria. Things seem to be on the upswing for me. We'll see. I don't know. I've been emotionally volatile lately, like very volatile. So things seem to be good. Fingers crossed. Adora has opened my mind and changed my views by learning. Badass. That makes me happy, Brandy. Love that name. You look cute, Adora. Thank you. Thank you for the hats. Guys, I want this new shiny hat. This shiny hat is cool. I want it. I'm glad I have the white hat. I'm glad I have the brown hat, but I need the shiny hat too. So while we are waiting for some opposition, I'm going to remind everyone about the Best Friend Squad Discord. Thank you for the rose. Where did I put my rose? I have it. I know I have it. Thank you for the rose. So if you subscribe to my channel using this link right here, or the link up here, or the link in the bottom corner, any of those links, you do get access to several different benefits. One benefit is that you get access to sub-only chat. You also get access to sub-only emotes, and you get access to Subspace. Subspace is a new feature that TikTok is rolling out. Not everyone has it yet, but it's basically a forum where we can interact when I'm not live. Also, it gets you access to the Best Friend Squad Discord. Once you fill out the questionnaire and pass the questionnaire, you get access to the Best Friend Squad Discord, which is a safe space for all of us to hang out and have fun. I am going to be hosting... what's it called? Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley 1.6 is coming out on March 19th. It's going to add 8-player multiplayer to the game. So I'm going to be doing an 8-player farm with my followers on Discord. So if that's something you're interested in, join my Discord. We have an entire section dedicated to Stardew Valley in there. And yeah, I will also be streaming that. So if you don't want to play, but you want to watch, I'll be streaming it. All right. While we're waiting for opposition, guys, let's do a Q&A. Adora, what about doing a talent show just for the Discord? Huh, interesting. A Discord talent show. That is an interesting option. I'll have to think about how that would work. I was in another server that did that, and it was great. I'm so looking forward to it. Anyone who wants to participate is going to have a little. They're going to have a little bit of mod knowledge. I am going to ask that because I'm going to ask that everyone that plays at the very least have Stardew Valley Expanded installed, because Stardew Valley Expanded is so good. I consider it to be part of the base game. If only I knew a Discord admin. Hi, Amy. I suppose I ought to say that this is going to be on PC. This is not going to be on any other console. This is going to be on PC only. Sorry, anyone who's on a different system. I always wanted to play Stardew Valley. I think I need to try it. It's so fun. It's a very, very beginner-friendly game. It's also a very, very experienced player-friendly game. There are so many secrets, but yeah, this is not going to be a hardcore farm. We're just going to be playing around to have fun. We're not going to go crazy trying to make the perfect farm and have everyone do their perfect roles. We're all going to have fun. It's going to be chill. Do what makes sense to you. Obviously, we're not going to fuck with other people's farms, but yeah, we're gonna have as much fun as we can with this. It's gonna be laid back. It's a chill game, and we're gonna have a chill farm. I need name suggestions for the farm. If you're in my Discord, go to the Stardew Valley channel and give me some name suggestions for the farm. I'm thinking Eternia. Hello, Sadie. How you doing?
Oh, hey. Sorry, I didn't realize I joined.
No problem, Sadie. You have a good one. Bye. Someone sent me a link for the sparkly cowboy hat. Let's take a look at it. Oh, fuck. I forgot. Discord does not work in split screen on tablet. So I can't click the link right now. I'll click it later. Platforms like this just confuse children. Bet. I would say that my platform educates children. Are my mods trying to get my attention? My setup is so weird. I have no idea if my mods are trying to get my attention. Can we get a Bethany emote? That's an interesting one. Well, I'll have to come up with something for a Bethany emote. Adora, I remember you saying a while back that you were thinking about changing your name. I did. I wasn't planning on telling you guys my name change. I was planning on keeping it secret, but the name I ended up choosing is Adora, so it felt appropriate to let you all know. I am Adora. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mel. What is trigender? Trigender would mean that you have 3 genders. Adora's perfect for you. Thank you.
Hello.
How you doing, Free Palestine?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing all right. How old are you, please?
19. I was born in 2004.
All right. What would you like to talk about?
So I just had a question. I've been trying to ask in chat for like, I don't know, 30 minutes. But I just wanted to know what typically
Sure.
I just struggle to understand.
No problem. So a trans medicalist is someone that believes that you have to medically transition in order to be transgender, in order to be valid in your identity. That would mean that for a trans woman to be a woman, she would have to get the surgeries. She would have to do go the whole 9 yards. And I see that as very, very problematic personally, because A, not everyone wants to do that. B, not everyone can do that for health reasons, and not everyone can do that for financial reasons.
Right. And wouldn't that entail that a lot of NB people are also not trans because most NB people I know, they haven't transitioned in any way.
Sure, some NB people do medically transition in various ways, but not all. A lot don't, and I think that NB people are 100% valid, whether they have made any changes or not. I don't think any amount of change is necessary to be valid in your identity. Thank you for the flower crown. Appreciate it.
Well, that was all I wanted to know. Thank you for answering.
No problem.
All right.
Free
Bye.
Palestine. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Oh, boy.
Hello,
TikTok
Adora.
bougie.
I am. Ooh, can I not hear? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can.
I am.
How old are you, please?
I'm 53 years old. Born in 1970. I'm one of them Gen Xers. I've got a question, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no problem with anyone being what they want to be or who they want to be. I think what I feel jealous. I'm jealous of the fact that as a woman, a cis woman, I cannot go outside topless. When it's hot, I want to go outside without that bra on and without a top on, just like a man, and be cool. And I'm kind of jealous that men who say they're women can still do that, or trans women can do that.
What do you think would happen if I were to go to a place where it's illegal to be topless and take off my shirt?
Do you have breasts?
I do.
If you have breasts, then it would be illegal because, it would be legal. But what I'm saying is men who are binary, let's put that non-binary, they can choose to be a man. They can choose if they want to be a woman. On those days they want to be a man, they can go topless.
So non-binary just means that you don't fall on the ends of the spectrum. Gender is a full spectrum. On one side you have men, the other side you have women.
Yes.
And in the middle, that's where non-binary identities typically fall.
And they can choose on what day they want to feel male or what day they want to feel
No, they
female.
cannot. No, that's not
So
true. They are always what they identify as. Non-binary people are always
I don't understand non-binary. I don't understand
men or women.
I think that's where I'm confused. I don't understand how you can choose to be neither sex, because how does that medically help
This isn't
you?
a choice. This is where you're.
Okay, I shouldn't say choose. I shouldn't say choose. You're correct. I should not say choose. All right, what should I use? What word should I use? It's not
This
a
is just
choice.
who we are. We're just.
Is it a
born this
feeling?
way. It's not a feeling. It's just our gender.
Okay, to say it properly, should I say non-binary people?
Yeah, non-binary people works. Yep.
Okay. Non-binary people do not recognize as male or female, correct?
They're not. They typically don't call themselves men or women. Typically.
So that's what do they identify? How do they choose? That's I don't understand that. How do you say, okay, I'm going to buy this outfit, or I'm going to buy that outfit, or I'm going to go see this doctor, or I'm not going to go see this doctor? If you're non-binary, there are certain biological functions you have to take care of. And so how do you say, well, I'm just not going to take care of them?
No, okay, that's another common misconception. No, we are not denying our birth sex. I don't deny that I am male. I actually say it right up here. I'm a post-op male woman. So I recognize that I have a prostate, and that I'm going to have to get that prostate checked. It's the same thing for non-binary people. Gender and sex are different things. Biological sex refers to your body, your reproductive functions, basically waist down, essentially. And gender is psychological and social. So gender is up here. Sex is down here. So we can have a gender that doesn't align with our sex. A non-binary person can still recognize that they have a uterus, or that they have a prostate, and that they have to take care of those things.
So, you have if you're a non-binary person, you have to biologically claim yourself male or female when you go to the doctor for medical issues. But in
where relevant,
your
absolutely.
head, you're not choosing. You have no choice.
Oh my God, my cat is going to rip my head off. 1 second.
That's okay. Oh no, the cat's attacking.
Yes, she is.
He says, Mama, I've had enough. It's my turn. My dog does the same thing when I'm on my computer. He says, I've had enough. No, this is my thing. Non-binary people, look, I don't care. I'm happy with everyone. But I think it's just a game of I want my cake and eat it too, is the way it makes me feel. You're non-binary. That means that you don't have to follow any of the social conforms for a man or a woman, and you can on that day you can say, oh well, it's 95 degrees outside, it's too hot for a shirt and a bra, so today I feel like a man, I'm going to go shirtless.
But okay, you thank you for the hand hearts. But that's not what non-binary is. But non-binary people are not picking their gender. Gender fluid people exist.
I know they're not picking their gender. I get that. But what I'm saying is that by having, and you got to admit, if you're non-binary, so you're non-binary, you're telling me that you're not a man and you're not a woman.
I am binary. I'm not non-binary.
No. A non-binary person does not recognize themselves as a woman or as female or male, correct?
Typically, there are non-binary people that call themselves men or women.
So that's what I thought non-binary was they couldn't, I don't want to say.
So non-binary.
It was a feeling they were mixed.
They were mixed as much as I can. Okay.
Sound glitch.
Over here we have
Where's Mel?
Mel is the audience.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So TikTok. Over here we have men. Over here, we have women. Non-binary is just everything in between. And a non-binary is an entire umbrella. There's no one right way to be non-binary. Some non-binary people are a little bit more on the masculine side. Some non-binary people are a little bit more on the feminine side. Some are right in the middle and are neither. Some are outside of that altogether. Some are agender. Some are bigender or trigender. There's so many ways to be non-binary. It's not one.
Okay, so it's like a catch-all almost for different.
It's an umbrella for everyone who's not a man or a woman.
Like I said, when I hear non-binary, and a lot of people I've heard explain, you don't feel women, you don't feel like a female, and you don't feel like a male. You're just somewhere in the middle. And my feelings was, well, if you're neither way, you're basically neutral. You're basically neutral. And neutral sounds awesome, because if you're neutral, that means everyone's equal to do what they do, and no one's going to get judged on what they do.
That's not true.
That is not society.
No, but I wanted to say something about so the way it works though, if you have visible breasts, society does not accept you to just take your shirt off. So it doesn't matter what your identity is.
Well,
if you're non-binary and you have
he would get
breasts,
laughed at, but he could do it.
No,
I mean, a fat man with breasts could do it because they would say, "Oh, well, it's a fat man." Men have titties. Men have big. Look, my uncle, fat men. They could probably wear a bra. Some of these fat men, they're so fat. Yeah, they could use a bra.
Can we not with this language?
Sorry, but I'm just saying.
That's okay. That's not what we're talking about, right?
Well, I know. And like I said, but Adora, you answered my question.
If someone was assigned female at birth and has breasts and they identify as non-binary, they cannot go outside without their shirt on.
But a male identifying as non-binary can't.
Yeah, because males can.
Breasts.
Yeah.
And that's where I get upset.
Yeah,
but that's just not
This isn't a transgender problem. This is a society problem.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a society problem, and I wish everybody was neutral. And that's where I get jealous.
Yeah, but it's like you're upset with non-binary.
I get jealous, Adora. I told you I was jealous.
Sure, but you're upset with non-binary people about this, and it has nothing to do with them.
And it affects them just the same as it does everyone else.
Yeah.
Some non-binary people can go out in public with a shirt off, and some can't, just the same as any female with breasts.
And we don't have to pick our gender. I mean, we could be anything we wanted to.
No, you can't.
I could be a man or a woman any day of the week.
No,
I can decide that I want to be a man. And
nobody can choose. That's the whole point. You can express yourself like masculine or feminine, but you can't choose.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant, Mel. That's what I meant. Express myself, masculine, feminine. The verbiage, I'm trying to get with it, but my verbiage ain't right. I guess it's just a lot of, the social rules and everything that I was raised by and all, and they're just all been thrown out the window. I'm trying to get with it.
There really is not significant changes.
Well, all right, let's start, Mel, and I'm not trying to do anything. I did grow up with gay men around me. I went to college and I did all of that. I was not the girl that did anything but go to the clubs. That's all I did. I hung out with nothing but gay people. Okay. And so I have no qualms. I have no issues with who people want to be or how they feel or anything like that. I don't. I'm not angry with anyone. I just need to wrap my head around all of this because it's so new. And I'm not judging anybody. I'm not questioning anybody. I want everybody to live their lives and be happy. It's not my place to judge anyone, but I desperately need to understand this mindset, and I'm trying. And that's why I keep coming into your sets and Adora and everybody, and I'm trying to understand all of this. I don't want. That's just all it is. I'm not trying.
Great. So what I try to do as another cisgender person is, like, cisgender people are not ever going to understand fully. Like, we're just not. We didn't even have to, like, people talk about it all the time, right? Like, oh, I didn't even think about my gender when I was a kid. It's because we don't really have to. So, like, it's hard to understand because we're just cisgender. We're not transgender people. So
yeah, and you're right. It's hard for us to know that chemical, because I feel like it's a chemical makeup. It's not a chemical makeup in the brain. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it, because I don't even know where my cis woman comes from. I mean, where does that come from? There's got to be.
You just develop. So, like, everyone develops a gender identity when you're a child.
Do you think if my mama had given me nothing but boy toys, I would have developed?
No, it doesn't matter.
See, that's so there's got to be something, and I'm not trying to fix it. I'm just saying
it's in your brain, but it's in your brain. The way it. Yeah, it's the way it develops. Most people develop cisgender. You develop congruent with your sex. Some people don't.
It's the science part that fascinates me. It's just, that's the part I think that I'm just keep going back to, going, how is this science? Because I also wonder, Adora, when you said that there are men that are born without penises, and I'm going, how?
Yeah.
Or there are men who are born with penises and vaginas. Now, I know that's a hermaphrodite. I know about that.
We can't use that word. That's a slur.
I'm sorry.
We can say
but it's a proper science term.
It's intersex.
We're still not going to use it here on TikTok.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Right. The term that you just used refers to, like, non-humans. So, like, the human term.
See, and that's there's my age, Mel. There's my age, because when I was growing up, that's what we were taught.
So the human term is intersex.
Okay, intersex. So I understand intersex, but is it possible for a man to have a penis and a uterus but not have the uterus opening? You know what I mean?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think that someone. I mean,
I know that males can have ovaries.
I didn't know that either, Mel. See, I'm learning this stuff. How the hell does a male develop ovaries? It's all this science that just blows my mind. It's all this science that blows my mind. And and the thing is, this is the stuff, though, that I think they're afraid to be teaching in school, because it's going to get the kids who are really thinkers, it's going to get them thinking. And it's going to make them question their own. And I think that's what they're afraid of.
It's a good thing to question these kind of things. It's a good thing to ask and to learn and to explore yourself.
But yeah, people are afraid of their children. People are afraid of their children being outside of the binary or being transgender. Absolutely.
Well, I understand that, because they're afraid of their sons or daughters becoming gay or lesbian. I mean,
right, but whether you're taught it, but it doesn't matter if you're taught it or not. It's going to happen if it happens. That's the thing.
Well, yeah. And then that's just what it is. It's going to happen. But I do know that, that's what parents fear, is that, and also just like you, Mel, you worry about your daughter and the society and how society is going to treat her and everything. And, so parents worry about that too. And that's the thought they have. Oh my God, my child has just come out to me. How is society going to treat them? And right. That's a big fear. It's not, I don't think the fear is my child's gay or lesbian or transgender. The fear is, oh my God, how is society going to treat my child? And I get that. Let me ask, Mel, I do have a question for you if I can.
Sure.
Because this is, and it's probably going to be a stupid question.
How you doing?
But why do transgender children, the gender affirmation classes that your daughter goes to, are those like group classes just to be around other transgender children, or does she actually have to go to affirm in her head that she's a girl.
No,
I
she
don't
goes
get the gender
to
affirming.
she goes to therapy, right? Like, and it's just like regular therapy that people go to. You can go to different types of therapy, but no, it doesn't have anything to do with like, no one else like tells the child what their identity is. But you help them work through their own thoughts and feelings to discover what their true identity is, if that makes any sense.
So, yeah, that doesn't, because if I was going to a gender affirming class, I would think it would strictly to be affirming that I was a female, and we wouldn't be discussing the male or anything, or
No, because that's
That's-
your sex.
that's your
not
sex.
gender.
Okay, so
Gender
yeah,
affirming
you do have to
class
discuss
is
how your
not a
sex
thing.
is.
Right. It's not a class. It's just therapy.
It's just therapy. I just, like I said, I did. My thought is, if you know, you know, if you're female, why do you need that affirmed in your head? But it's just
Because
like therapy to
sometimes
get through it, just
children,
like
because
anybody else.
sometimes
I get it.
sometimes children can be confused. Like that's a thing. They may not learn about these things and they don't quite understand themselves, or they don't know if if they're non-binary, they may think they're binary. Or sometimes people don't know about transgender people, so they think it has something to do with their sexuality. And it doesn't.
And do you have to find special therapists for this, or can you go to any therapist?
You have to find an LGBTQ friendly therapist, absolutely. And then like they have to have some kind of knowledge.
All right. I was just, like I said, I was just curious. All right. Well, that's all. Like I said, you've answered all my questions. I thank you. I enjoy keep learning.
All right,
All right.
fantastic.
Bye.
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 How you doing, Auntie Cookie?
Good morning, Miss. I'm good. I finally got my THC pens. I'm feeling human again.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
How are you doing? How's it been in here this morning?
It's been okay. We've had some rough conversations, some good conversations. It's been okay. We've had some really good conversations. And my cat is just attacking me constantly today. Like she's just like, no TikTok for you. You spend too much time on TikTok. She's right. All right. Do I have guest requests?
My cat is
Do.
breaking something.
I know I had this person up recently, and I know it wasn't for long.
Hey,
Hello, Cole. How you doing?
Oh wait, wasn't this
bring
person
water, bro.
caramel?
That looks like fun.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Cole, you with me? Nice.
I love it.
Okay.
I think I remember them from Reggie's live too.
Just going around to all the lives.
Hello, what's going on?
Hello, Bill. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Doing all right. How old are you, please?
20.
20. Fantastic. And what would you like to talk about?
Are you a tranny?
That is a slur.
Oh?
God.
All right. There are
I
so
just
many
have no
things
words.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think that guy like just didn't know that it was a slur. That guy knew it was a slur. Huh. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for a new request,
Thank you for the ice.
Oh, yeah. let's chat. Any questions you guys might have, you are welcome to ask. I have a guest request. Every time I say, let's turn this into a Q&A, I end up with a guest request. But it was Bill again. Bill wants to come up and say another slur. Do I watch Rick and Morty? I do. I do. I'm sad about Rick and Morty. Seasons 1 through 3 were so good, and it's been so mediocre since then.
Yep.
Bill really wants to come up and say more slurs.
Go away, Bill.
What's the kitty's name? That was Chloe. Do I play Pokemon on Switch? I do.
My cats are getting into things this morning.
My favorite non-anime movie or show? It's probably Avatar.
I'll be right back.
Not The Last Airbender. The other Avatar. Yeah, I blocked Bill. Bill's gone. Do I have a 3DS? I think I do, actually. I think I do have a 3DS. Have I completed Avatar yet? It's been ages since I played Avatar. Everything has been so messed up the past month and a half. Like, depression's a bitch. Adora, there is a chunky kitty I want to adopt. His name is Big Buster. That's an awesome name. I love that name. On the topic of kitties, though, if you guys check out my Twitch, Adorable Rainbow Fist on Twitch, there is a cat cam there. Not only do you get to watch this, you get to watch my kitties too. And it looks like, I think I see Maxine over there. And the top spot on the cat tree is empty, but there is a kitty toy that is very, very special to me, but my cat stole it. Like, it has sentimental value to me, but my cats stole it from me. It's not a cat toy. It was given to me by someone very, very special.
Are they just playing with it, or have they like destroyed it?
Oh, they're just playing with it. She's not chewing on it. She just it's her teddy bear. It's Felix. Felix brings it with him wherever he goes.
Oh, well, that's cute.
Yeah, it is. Have I beat the new Avatar game? I have not. I need to play that again. I got distracted by the new Tomb Raider. I am obsessed with the new Tomb Raider. What do I do to cope with my depression? Nothing. I don't know how to cope with depression. Distractions. TikTok is a fantastic distraction. Sleep. That's not a good way to cope. Video games. I don't think I have good coping mechanisms.
Me either.
What about walks? I have not done any kind of actual exercise in 2 months now. Hello, how you doing? Oh. Goodbye. Adora Space Beth is the best part of the new seasons. Oh, yeah. No, I love Space Beth. I do. Space Beth is amazing as far as Rick and Morty is concerned. Look, I'm not like, I think there are good episodes in all of the seasons, including the most recent one. But that special whatever, I don't know what season 1 through 3 had, but it seems to be gone. Any movement 30 minutes a day helps, but easier said than done. Yeah, I need to be better about that.
Yeah, because
Jesus loves you. He's a great way to help you with that depression. I have doubts about that, Kaylee. For me, if Jesus works for you, that's fantastic. And I won't take that away from you. But seeking Jesus would not be beneficial to me.
Yeah, depression. With depression, for me, comes a serious lack of motivation. So, like, it sounds great to like walk, but then you have to like make yourself do it, and that's a hard thing. So
yeah. And now I'm just so physically weak. It's easy for me to say, "Oh, I can't walk."
Yeah.
Any tips on how to get out of bed in the morning?
No.
I got rid of my schedule because I couldn't do it anymore.
My cats wake me up and they get me out of bed, but then I go back to bed. Or kids will make you get up, but it's not a great idea. It's not a good plan.
Roll over's not a bad idea. But
I deal with seasonal depression. It's the worst.
Hey, the Lady Brain on Twitch. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, see, yeah, depression sucks. I don't know about seasonal depression. I don't think I've experienced that. That's got to be rough too. Like knowing it's coming.
That's why I keep THC.
Do I have ADHD? I'm not diagnosed, but I think that I absolutely have ADHD. 1 second, I don't want you guys to hear me.
Yeah, I hear birds right now. It sounds nice.
I need to buy a Keurig machine.
You still haven't
The
done
one thing I
that?
can't. Nope, I haven't done it yet.
You do need to do that.
I haven't left my house, Mel.
You can order one online.
True. Hell, I could literally DoorDash it.
Get one. I made
Even just sitting outside. See, I can't. I mean, at least not on my property. I have too much anxiety about my neighbors for no good reason at all. But I being around my neighbors causes me anxiety. So no, just sitting outside without going somewhere. Oh, we have a guest request. Multi-guest user does not exist. Do I deal with agoraphobia? What's that? I don't know what that is.
it's I know what it is, but I can't think of it now that I'm on the spot.
Someone just... What was that?
Fear of leaving the house. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fear of leaving the house. Okay.
Or going outside.
I'm sorry about my.
Yeah, your connection today is
Some people out there
not great.
I'm on my McDonald's Wi-Fi, so.
I don't think so. I don't.
We're just gonna have to deal.
It's weird because you hear like the first part of your sentence and then it cuts out.
Yeah. Thank you for the heart puff. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, I'm going to give this a few more minutes. If we don't get an op in a few more minutes, then I will end. I'll likely go and stream some video games. I'll probably stream Tomb Raider. Because the level that I'm on is such a cool level. And I haven't been sharing it with you all. I'm sorry. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. I suppose I ought to do the rose for the Rosa as well. Thank you for the rose.
I have to clean my kitchen today. That's my...
Do I have trypophobia? Is that the one like where you're afraid of a bunch of holes? If that's what it is, then no, I don't. I don't know what it is, though. Thank you, Elijah. Oh, that was sent for Auntie Cookie, but hey, thank you anyways.
Hello?
Hello, Queen Joker. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am fantastic. How old are you, please?
I'm 31 in 92.
Fantastic. What would you like to talk about?
I want to talk about the trans kid exists because
Okay.
we all know they exist. I've encountered one. I don't want to say I know them in my kid's school. Would you say trans kids are at the highest risk of the unaliving?
They have the highest, the highest statistic.
Well, I have an epileptic child, and there are 3 times more epileptics than trans kids. And from 0 to 7 being diagnosed, they are actually the highest risk of that.
Okay. I don't doubt that at all, and I definitely support them having the care that they need.
I'm from Alberta, and I know you guys absolutely hate Alberta right now, but I can tell you that it's not as bad as everyone's thinking it is with what just happened. They're still accepted. There's gender neutral bathrooms in the schools, so it's not like they're totally cut off.
Are they stripping access to things like gender affirming care and stuff like that?
I believe surgeries,
I think it's all gender affirming care.
except for the ones that are already in progress.
Yeah, so that's bad. That's not as bad. That's bad.
Well, they still have therapy and stuff. I can tell you that
not
our
always
medical
enough.
system is horrible for anyone right now. It's horrible. Epileptics are actually a global wide meds shortage. So adults with epilepsy are not on medication so that the children can have it, basically.
I just want to be clear here. I absolutely support anyone who needs healthcare having access to it. I don't think that there should be financial barriers. I think that our governments should make sure that we have the rights and the financial ability to get the healthcare that we need.
Right. So having
I
a
can tell you that it's not as bad as it sounds.
So
'cause
having
I'm
a
up there.
shortage of like epilepsy medication is definitely a problem, but you're
That's a
not having
global issue.
laws. But you're not having laws made against like being able to get your child access to epilepsy care. It's not.
I would disagree with that.
There are not laws being made saying you cannot treat your child for epilepsy.
With our medical system, it took an entire year of repeated seizures to get my
that's
son
not
on
the
any
same-
type of
that's-
meds.
That's not the same thing, though. You're not having laws being made against the child for having epilepsy, where laws are
Not
being
as bad
made
as people are
against.
saying it is. There was one, and
So
she
what
was treated
is this that
fairly.
what is this that you're trying to do? Like your struggle is harder.
Having a conversation
This
is what
isn't-
I'm doing.
I don't see the connection between what you're experiencing. I wish you weren't experiencing. I wish you had everything that you
Absolutely.
needed. But what is the
I'm just
connection
trying to
between
say,
what you're
like,
experiencing and what trans people are experiencing?
It's not the only struggle, right? Like, there's
say that.
lots of
Never
things
said
going
that.
on, and
No,
I can
no.
tell you from where I am, it's not as bad. Like,
Do you
they're
have a
accepted.
trans kid?
Yeah, you got to stop saying that because you are not trans and you don't know how good or bad it is.
Yeah. Do you have a transgender kid? No. You said you knew one in school.
And then the school my child is in, they're very accepted.
Great.
Right.
It says everywhere you are accepted, you are loved.
Right.
There's
That
no
doesn't
legal
matter when the
bathrooms.
child doesn't have access to health care that they need.
But why would you need surgery at that age?
It's not just surgery.
I didn't. That's all I heard
It's
was
also medication.
So just from what you heard, you're just saying it's not as bad when you have no idea what's going on.
what?
You actually have
Not
no idea.
educated on the matter.
I do know what's going on up here.
It's not just surgery.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I know therapy. But the wait is long for
Hormones,
anybody.
Puberty blocker is not about the weight.
We're talking about laws that are being passed banning us from even seeking the care in the first place.
Thank you.
I'm not saying that that things are great across the board. I'm not saying that the wait times aren't wild and unreasonable, or anything like that. What I'm saying is we don't even get the chance to wait in some places. In some places, we're being told, no, you're not getting this care at all, no matter what, even if your doctor recommends it.
That'd be like someone living in Texas and being like, well, you know what? It's not that bad here. Like really about trans kids, you know, because I live in Austin and my kids, there's a kid that's supported in school. Like that doesn't matter when gender affirming care is banned.
But it's not fully banned. It's just certain things.
None of the things should be banned. All of them are necessary.
But you said it's individualized too.
What?
Yeah, it's the care is individualized. It's not going to end up being the same for every single child. But that care is being banned.
And care shouldn't be banned at all. Like, just like you shouldn't ban care to treat your child for epilepsy. That would be ridiculous, but they're not doing that.
Well, there is a med shortage globally.
That's not a law saying you cannot access this care. Those are different things. That's a problem.
What is causing this shortage? Do you know?
No idea.
No idea. So it could, thank you so much for the hand heart. Appreciate you, Elijah. Could be a shortage of materials, which is a thing that does happen sometimes. It's unfortunate, but it happens. It could be other things. It could be some kind of greed from the manufacturer that is causing the shortage to happen, which is fucked up, and the government should do something about that. There are any number of reasons you may be facing this shortage. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this by any stretch of the imagination. I don't want there to be a shortage for what you need. You should have access to it. Especially if it's just something like fucking corporate greed that's causing the shortage. That shouldn't be a thing. Government should be stepping up and doing something about that. But again, as Mel has said multiple times now, this isn't a case of you being banned from seeking or receiving this care. Trans people are being banned from receiving this care. We are losing the right to access that care, period.
Well, I'm in Canada.
Well,
And it's different down there than it is up here, right?
Alberta is following the same steps as some of the shitty states here in the United States. So I don't know why you're like downplaying this as a problem, what's happening in Alberta. Like, I don't understand what you're doing. It's like you're almost saying like your struggle is more important.
It's definitely being ignored.
And that's a problem, but they're not comparable things.
No, but what I'm saying is
Queen
that
Joker,
there's
I
still
can't
acceptance up here. It's not like
Here, I don't think you're hearing. I think the problem is that you don't think that trans kids need the care that is being taken from them, and it is vital that they have this care, just like it's vital that your child has the medicine they need. So both instances for both sets of children is. But ma'am, you came up here saying it's not a big deal that transgender children's care is being taken. It is a big deal. It's a huge deal. How do you think they get bigger bills passed? They bite little bites off of bills. And so when they're done with the children, they're going to come for the adults.
Which they're already doing.
Yep.
well, they shouldn't be doing that to adults at all.
They shouldn't be doing it to children.
I mean, I would rather have adult healthcare bans and have children have access to it. That would be bad too. But the fact that they are making it so that kids who need healthcare more than adults need it typically, and they're banning that is terrible.
You came in here bringing up the self-unaliving rates and like comparing them. Like, I don't know why you're doing that. Like, of course, children with epilepsy need the care. They deserve access to all the medical care that they need. But so do trans kids. They're not comparable things.
For the kids, wouldn't you just need the parent consent?
Consent for what?
Consent for the treatment.
When the treatment is banned, it doesn't matter if you have consent.
They fully, like, there's no access to any medication for the kids. Like, it just...
Yeah, I think you're starting to get it. Yes. It's a total ban in some places.
In the states?
No medication, no parental consent.
How many states?
I don't even know how many states now. It's a lot.
Last I checked, it was 10. I need an updated number. Thank you for the
One
for the
state
heart
is
pop.
too many.
Yeah, exactly.
One child is too many.
Is it all the federal?
Could you
or just the
imagine? Could you
states?
imagine? Because I know Mal and I both see this happening, and our first thought is this could be our child. As a mother, that's would be your first thought, especially for another mother. This could be their child. So I don't want this for mine. I don't want this for your child. Both our children should have the care that they need. Both.
Yeah.
So the individual states are making the laws, or is it the federal?
Individual states, but there's still people
For now.
living in those states.
And that's just there are 3 federal bills that are looking to ban various gender affirming, various transgender rights federally, and Donald Trump has said that he intends to have it banned nationally. So for now, it's just individual states, but the goal of the Republican Party is to ban it across the nation.
Right, and still saying just individual states like downplays the severity of how many people that is.
Yep, millions.
Some states are not allowing you to cross, or they're trying to not allow you to cross state lines to get the care.
Just
How
like
would
they
you check that? That's weird. That's weird.
Well, you can have a state insurance, right? Because we have different healthcare here. So you can have a state insurance, and then if you go to another state and you try to use that insurance, and they know what you're accessing the care for. That's literally how, like, I literally just talked to the nurse practitioner that's treating my kid a couple days ago. And she's, I said, I moved out of Texas. I live in New Mexico. This is not something I haven't talked about on here. And she was saying that if they're treating like the kids that they're treating that still live in Texas, they're having a hard time if they have state insurance.
I only
even
know a
though they're
little bit
getting the
about
care in another
Texas
state.
recently. They closed their borders. That's all I know.
What?
All I know is that Texas closed their borders. I don't know why.
Closing the borders, what?
Texas closed their borders recently?
Close their borders for what?
Are you talking about like with Mexico?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a whole separate matter.
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about.
But I mean, borders are still, like, you can still come to the country. But no, that's not what we're talking about. That's the thing, like, you came in here, like, downplaying trans kids when you have no idea what you're talking about. It's just like, I don't know anything about kids with epilepsy. I wouldn't speak on your child's health care. I don't know anything about it. It would be kind of silly if I'm like, well, kids with epilepsy, they just don't need that medication. They can wait till they're 18. What the fuck do I know? I know nothing about that.
Never said they didn't need it.
You said it was okay that it was banned because kids are still getting supported.
They are
It's
still
not as
supported.
bad as people think it is.
You said that several times that it's not so bad.
Well, it's not like they're getting hated or bullied in such a
They
severe
are
way.
They are.
still.
I don't see
That's a
that.
different, separate thing. Thank you.
I don't see that.
Trans
you
people
don't
face
see it.
4 times the violence of cis people, especially Black transgender women. Thank you so much. Peace, hope, and kindness. Thank you so much. I love you.
Honestly, in my state, the crime is up so high, it's ridiculous for
What
everyone.
does crime have to do with anything that we're talking about?
Crime.
So Queen, I don't know if you heard, Queen, here in the States at the beginning of February, there was a non-binary kid, unalived at school there was a fight. The next day they were unalived. But the point is that, it is a problem. They are being bullied. They are being targeted. They're not getting the health care that they deserve to have. And it, like I said before, your child deserves all the health care they need to sustain their life. Just like my child deserves all the health care that they need to sustain their life, and Mal's kid, and every other child on planet Earth.
Yeah, I heard about that story. Have you heard the full details of it? Like,
If you're about to try to invalidate or to discredit what happened, we are not doing that here. That's
Yeah,
not going to
and
happen.
everything is not out yet. So there's not really full details yet.
it was kind of just like a girl fight. Like, they've never.
What did I just say, Queen Joker?
Are you fucking kidding?
Right after this child passed, I think it was the superintendent, come out and called the LGBTQ bill.
Yeah,
So
the
let's be
superintendent is
very,
disgusting of that school.
Yeah.
Let's-
Queen Joker,
yeah, let's
move
be
on to your
very
next point,
clear.
or else this is over.
The way that you're just downplaying other, you want people to talk to your kid about that? Like that, I mean? Like, oh, well, her kid just has epilepsy, so who the fuck cares? I mean, like, what the fuck? We don't do that.
All kids matter.
Yeah, but
No
you're
shit.
not, you say that as you're like, well, trans kids are fine. It doesn't matter that their healthcare gets banned because they're not getting bullied from what I've seen. Like, that doesn't mean.
Which means that your head's in the sand.
No, I said all kids matter because I don't ever want anyone to think that we don't care about.
No. Queen Joker. No, we are talking specifically about transgender matters here. Transgender people are facing violence, etc., on account of being transgender. Cisgender people are not. That is what we're talking about. Of course, all lives matter. That's a ridiculous fucking thing to say when we are talking about trans matters. Oh, did I just go off on Aunt Cookie, Auntie Cookie?
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure that we were including Queen's child because I don't want Queen to say that or think that we don't care about her child.
I'm gonna just disappear real quick. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand how that could have been taken. I definitely don't. That all lives matter is bull, because that's minimizing the fact that marginalized people are marginalized. It's okay, Adora.
You can come back.
I am ridiculously embarrassed right now. I'm sorry.
Also, so my well, at least Auntie isn't acknowledging the guest child. We have been acknowledging the guest child this entire time.
Mel and Adora definitely have. Hi, God. I love saying that. Yeah, all three of us tried to make it very clear that in no way, shape, or form do we not support the fact that there are a lot of different children not getting the care they need for various reasons all over the world. Like,
Absolutely.
what kind of monster would not recognize that children aren't treated in large part the way they should be?
Sorry. Oh man, I don't want to watch the highlight of that.
Sorry. I heard it afterwards when I thought about what I said and how it could be misconstrued, so I totally get it.
Oh my god.
No worries.
Okay.
Of course, I have a friend that knows a lot about what's going on in Alberta, but she's currently unavailable.
Thank you, Elijah. Thank you for all the gifts.
But like, so why did you come in here and like try to downplay the struggles of transgender children?
You're saying I'm downplaying.
Yeah, I'm still lost.
I've stayed quiet for the last 5 minutes. So whatever's
So you
going on there.
I said, why did you come in here and try to downplay the struggles of transgender children? Because you did. You started right off with the unaliving rates, and then you're like, well, kids with epilepsy have a higher unaliving rate. That's something we didn't know. That's a problem. That's absolutely a problem. But that doesn't mean we just downplay the struggles of transgender children. It's almost like you're like, well, my kid has an actual medical need and trans kids don't. Hello?
Oh, okay. I was supposed to for Daniel.
All right.
Were we not supposed to call that out or something?
I guess that, well, and it's putting people back against the wall because I don't know if she thought that we were not going to also rally for her child's needs. But it's unfair and unkind, I think, to come into a space where we're talking about in real time problems that our trans children are facing. And the fact that it's not that there's a shortage of care, it's being taken away.
Yeah.
There is no shortage. There's plenty of estrogen and there's plenty of testosterone.
Yeah, it's not okay. Like,
well, and what it's doing is it getting taken away is also causing shortages, kind of, right? Like, so it's causing backups in other areas where people are still trying to seek the care where it's still available. So then that's causing wait times. That's causing a lot of issues. I've been going through that myself. My kid, we moved 8 months ago. And just barely I've been able to get her back in to start getting her from care again.
All right, I'm going to try to put the shame behind me. I'm going to try to move on.
I don't know what.
I need, yeah.
I already forgot. Mostly.
Sorry.
Don't be. Hey, boss lady. Are you eating adult Lunchable? I love Lunchables.
So.
Yeah. Ooh, I have some carbonara. That's my lunch. I love Airheads.
Me too. I forgot how hard they are to chew, though. Can't chew them without making a ton of noise.
Yep. It is not a quiet candy.
Thank you for the flower crown. Appreciate you.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hello. Kelsey, excellent request. Everyone in my Discord is asking for airheads. You can all have airheads. You have my permission. You just gotta get them yourself.
Wah, wah. Hi, Willow.
How could I say no to that adorable face? That's not fair. Hello, welcome back, Jess.
No, I just wanted to say something on earlier, what you said, that you were talking about you having period-like symptoms. You don't have period symptoms, like, just stop. Like, it's weird. It's weird.
You're obsessed.
With who? You?
With trans women saying that we have period-like symptoms.
Yeah, I'm just helping the people in the chat here to know that you don't get period-like symptoms.
Great, I have period-like symptoms.
Congratulations.
You do understand that.
Why aren't you mad about that?
You do understand, Jess, that estrogen can cause period-like symptoms.
It's not a period.
Nobody's saying that they have a uterus where the lining is shedding and they're bleeding.
It's just the way you word it.
Like
it's just,
symptoms. Period-like symptoms.
Okay, but you just you don't
Are we really
get period symptoms.
Women
so
are
I don't understand why you can compare. You don't see, but do you see a man with a stomach ache saying, "Oh, my period-like symptoms"? No,
that's not the same thing. That's a stomach. What?
But that's what you're doing. You're like comparing.
Do you not understand?
Oh my god, period-like.
Do you not understand what estrogen does? Jess, I implore you to go look up what estrogen does.
It will have symptoms.
Please.
You will have symptoms.
It does.
You will
It
not
can.
have
It
period
can.
symptoms.
But it can.
Come
Jess,
on, Adora. You know,
ma'am, ma'am,
Can you talk? Because
ma'am,
Auntie Cookie wants
ma'am.
to. I'm talking to Adora.
Yeah, you're trying to like downplay her experiences. It's ridiculous.
There's a trans woman here. Thank you, Chloe. Appreciate it. I'm not saying you don't get this, that, or the other from taking whatever thing you're taking, but just the way you say it, just, I get period-like symptoms. No, you get symptoms from taking drugs, like whatever drugs you're taking.
That drug is estrogen.
I have period-like symptoms because I don't have a uterus anymore, but I still have period-like symptoms.
You get symptoms from not.
Jess,
so you're
I have a real question.
And you don't have a period. You don't
Jess,
say
is
that I
there a
have
different
period-like
phrase that
symptoms.
trans women could use that would appease you? Jess, is there a different phrase trans women could use that would appease you?
I think trans women should just start saying they have periods,
I
period.
put drugs in my body. I have symptoms. I don't know what.
I put drugs in my body and I have symptoms.
It's just weird. Like you.
It's weird that you care.
Huh?
It's weird that you care about this.
Yeah, because you're spewing nonsense and people might come into this, kids might be watching this thinking, oh, I can get period symptoms, I can get a period. No, you can't. You can't get a period. If you're a boy, you can't get a period. If you're a man, you can't get a period. Trans women can have periods. Like, this is embarrassing for you.
Boom! Who cares?
It's embarrassing for you, the lack of education.
Adora, when was your last period?
I can't.
Exactly.
The last time I had symptoms was at least a year
You
ago.
go again. This is where you're being toxic and you're being wrong and you're doing your viewers a disservice by saying that you have periods.
Oh my god. Really? You should just get over it. If you can't get over someone else saying they have a period.
It's embarrassing. I actually care.
This is
for people that are
petty.
watching this. I care. I care for the people that are watching this and that are impressionable people.
Have you considered breathing so we can respond? By the way, guys, I want to be clear that I do not do the line skip anymore. This is an old background that hasn't been updated.
You're more concerned about letting the world know that you get a period when you don't. It's embarrassing. Like, you're spreading misinformation and you know you are.
You won't even let me talk.
I have asked you questions and you said nothing. You was more concerned about your background. You have
You haven't let me talk.
What do you want to say then? Do you have periods? Why have you got that?
I have period-like symptoms. They happen periodically.
No. You don't have period-like symptoms. You don't have any symptoms.
What are the symptoms of a period?
You do not have any symptoms.
What are the symptoms of a period?
You do not have any.
What are the symptoms of a period? Yeah, you've been steamrolling the entire time. Guys, get the steamrollers going. What are the symptoms of a period, Jess?
I couldn't take it.
Thanks. So this common.
You would know.
Oh, damn.
When you don't, it's embarrassing. Just accept what I'm saying.
All right, fine.
Bye.
All right, so some common symptoms of a period are things like headaches, nausea, mood swings, bloating, abdominal cramps, breast tenderness, etc. Those are all things that I experienced on a relatively consistent basis, about every month. For around a year-ish. They went away. I don't know why they went away, but they did. And that's just my personal experience. Thank you so much for the roses, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. No, you're not. I'm not done yet. Some trans women don't experience these symptoms at all. That is totally a thing that does happen. Thank you for the team bracelet. Also, some trans women experience this for the rest of their lives. It varies person to person. It is not the same thing as what a typical cis woman goes through. We don't have uteruses. We don't shed the uterine lining. So what we experience is different. What I'm saying, though, is that it is similar. Similar means there are things that are there's overlap. There are some experiences that are the same. There are some experiences that are different. I'm not saying that what we experience is the same as what cis women typically experience. You can talk.
Okay, every single symptom that you just said does not have anything to do with a period. It doesn't. For you, it doesn't. Well, I don't know why you're laughing, but you want
because it's ridiculous. Those are all period symptoms.
You're creating the narrative that you have these symptoms, and therefore it is some sort of period that you are having, and it isn't.
It's literally from estrogen. What?
But Adora, why do you have that background up? Is it to mock women? Is it to make us feel? Why?
Because it was appropriate to the topic.
Appropriate to the topic. So You are saying that trans women have periods.
I don't know why you're
Why do you care? Have you ever tried to take a second and figure out why the fuck you care?
Are you not misinforming the people that are watching you right now?
All right, I'm going to mute you for a second because I really want to say something. As a cis woman who's had a hysterectomy, I have period-like symptoms for a period of time, and nobody gives a shit. They don't care, right? Nobody cares. But for some reason, if a trans woman is like, I have some symptoms, they're like, oh my God, you can't have those. Like, who the fuck cares? Why do you care?
I'm simply just informing the people watching that this trans woman here does not get periods. We are very aware that males don't get periods, and that's that.
Do you have the ability to learn or the desire to learn?
What can I possibly learn from you right now? You've literally just you put a jokey background on in the background.
No one's lying.
It feels like you're kind of mocking
the only thing you want to push, Jess.
So
the only thing you want to push, Jess, is that trans women are men and trans women are women. So we understand your agenda. Thank you.
No
Thanks
it's
for coming.
Just quite factual information.
It's not
I can say that Adora is a trans woman.
You sound ridiculous
okay.
right now.
There is no agenda. It's literally just facts.
Jess, the fact that you're steamrolling like this tells me that you're not actually interested in learning or having a conversation.
What could you possibly teach me? I asked you this question. What could you possibly teach me?
Okay, can we agree on what is typically associated, what symptoms are typically associated with a period?
There are symptoms that are typically associated with a period, but just because you have a
what are they to you?
Just because you have a headache doesn't mean you're going to start going,
Correct.
I have a period-like symptom.
Good job.
But you want to say it.
Headache.
You want to say it because it makes...
Jess,
it gives me that,
Jess, you have to give me a chance to respond.
Okay.
You have to give me a chance to respond. I'm not saying that having a headache automatically means that you're having a period. A headache is a symptom. It is a symptom of many different conditions. It is also one that is commonly associated with having a period, amongst others. It's not just that. So just the fact that I have a headache is not enough for me to say that I'm having period-like symptoms. I have headaches all the time.
Okay. Well, we agree there, but I just find it kind of ironic. You want people to believe you're a woman, so saying that kind of, it helps you, like, maybe it makes you feel like you are a woman, trans woman. We do get periods, or it just, you just didn't have to say it like that. I just find it weird, to be honest with you.
I find it weird that you care so much. Like, what does it take from you?
I care about like females and like girls that are
What is this taking from you? If I say that I have a 100% full-blown period, even if I say that I have a uterus and that I shed a uterine lining, that would be a blatant lie. Sure. But what would that take from you?
Nothing.
It is, you are, well, for one, you're on this live and there will be impressionable people that are listening to you and might think that's real.
Yeah, I would agree that lying about this would be a problem, but I'm not. I'm saying that I have the symptoms that are similar to that of a period.
Why compare it to the period? Like, why?
Because that's what it is.
It's not a period now.
It's a period of time that's caused by estrogen. It's the same thing. It's
side effects from taking estrogen.
It's not a side effect.
It is. It's a side effect from taking estrogen. That's what it is. So people who are watching this, that's what happens.
And it's a good thing to educate people who may go on
from taking estrogen.
Hello, Jess. It may be. It's good to talk to you. Oh my God.
I don't know why you want to.
Oh my God.
Yes, you realize that there are trans children who are watching this too. And when you spread hate, they hear that.
Also, it's good to educate people that when they go on estrogen that they may experience period-like symptoms. It's not a bad thing to tell people this.
It helps them make an educated, informed decision.
Oh my goodness.
You compare it so bad to a period. You want to compare it, be honest. You want to compare it so bad to period-like symptoms. That's what it is.
They are period-like symptoms. That's why
they are symptoms of by estrogen. You do not need the comparison there. You just don't.
Okay, well, if you're the one with a problem, okay, good.
Thank you so much for the Ferris wheel. Thank you so much. It's been ages since I've gotten one, but thank you, Allure. Bye, Jess. Holy shit.
Don't worry about it.
Well, damn. Thank you so much, Popcorn, for the roses. I appreciate you. All right. Okay, I'm going to get the other topic back up.
I rarely mute people in your live, but I had to with her. No one else could talk.
Literally, like, just nonstop.
That was wild.
Okay. Yelly wrote that males have progesterone naturally, and HRT increases estrogen and interacts with progesterone and gives trans women cramps, bloating, period poops, breast swelling, breast tenderness, anxiety or agitation, fatigue, depression, low libido, weight gain, etc. Exactly. 100%. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the next guest. Please keep tapping that screen. Let's get it up to 75,000 likes. Share the live, please. If you are not a follower, if you are new to my page, hi, I am Adora. I am a post-op transgender woman. I advocate for trans rights, and if that is something that you would like to see more of, please consider hitting that follow button right up top. Also, if you miss one of my lives, actually, I don't think it's posted here, but yeah, it is right here. If you miss one of my lives, I post most of my lives to my Patreon. I just posted 4 new lives to my Patreon today. Adora Rainbow Fist, $5 a month. You can watch my lives whenever you want to.
Sure, yeah, and I guess they are side effects. That's not whatever. Doesn't really matter, but
still, it's similar regardless. So no matter what we call it, it's similar. Hello, the bandit.
Sorry, my kids in the background. They're kind of loud. My apologies.
No problem.
I don't want to come in here like the last lady and just like.
I do need to know your age. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm 25. Sorry.
Fantastic. All right.
So I'm not trying to come in here like the last lady and cause a whole bunch of drama and stuff. I'm kind of just like curious to hear your standpoint on it, if anything. So I'm going to make a statement, and then you can respond to that statement, and then I'll hear you out. Is that fair?
Sounds good to me.
Cool. So, okay. Oh, we moved the topic. Never mind. Oh well.
Oh, you're welcome to bring up the other topic if you'd like.
I just scrolled by and saw it, and I'm curious because maybe I'm just not understanding. When you say that trans women can have periods or experience periods, like the topic background said, are you referring to like a full menstrual cycle or just like?
No. As it currently stands, trans women cannot have uteruses, so no shedding of the uterine lining. Mark Hebert, thank you so much. 6-month subscriber. Thank you.
I'm just going to be honest. I don't know a whole lot about transgender stuff, so that's what I'm asking.
No problem. That's awesome. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help people learn.
Sure. So when you put that topic up, what are you per se referring to that trans people can experience or trans women experience?
I'm saying that what we experience is similar to that of what a typical cis woman experiences. It's not the same. We don't have uteruses. We don't shed uterine lining. But a lot of the symptoms overlap, and they overlap on a monthly basis.
Now, I've heard that people can get like a ovary transplant or uterus transplant.
Cis women can. Trans women cannot yet.
What do you mean? I thought I heard something about like trans women could get one.
Not yet. They're working on that. It's expected to happen within the next 10 years, but it's not possible yet.
Is it like illegal or just not medically advanced far enough yet?
Not medically advanced far enough.
Okay, I gotcha. So do you think if a trans woman, say in 10 years, got one of those procedures, do you think that they'd have a full menstrual cycle at that point?
Yep, I do.
Okay.
Because what we're seeing in cis women who have had these uterus transplants is that they function as expected.
Sure.
The expectation is that trans women would have to give birth via C-section and not vaginally.
You don't think they could? Because cause damage to the operation.
Yeah, we typically don't have the pelvis for a vaginal birth, so we would have to birth via C-section. That's my understanding. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, it's a uterus. It functions the way you'd expect it to function.
Okay. Now, I do have another question. It's not about trans women, but I don't know. Maybe you know because you're very educated on trans rights and topics. I saw a gentleman on, I want to say it was Instagram, maybe like 2 weeks ago, and he was talking about he's like a post-op. So he was born female, but he's now post-op male. Like he had a phalloplasty. There you go. Sorry, phalloplasty, and he was talking about having to have a pump like during stage 3 put in. So it's like they'll put like a pump in his actual like penile muscle, and then in like the testy area, they'll put like a little thing you can pump it up. Is that something that like if you have that phalloplasty, can you ever like erect on your own, or do you always have to have the pump like forever?
I'm not overly educated on phalloplasties. I know that not all of the phalloplasties have the pump, etc. You would have to ask a trans man about that, because I don't know everything about it.
Yeah, I just didn't know anything about it, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, well, this is like a trans-friendly live, so I figured I'd ask. Maybe somebody knew. But all right, well, I guess that's all the questions I have, man. Hope you guys.
Well, hey, Bandit, those are fantastic questions. I appreciate you coming.
Oh yeah, thanks. Take care.
Yep. You have a good day.
Alrighty. Those are good questions, and how respectful. What a breath of fresh
Yes,
air.
exactly. Yep. Love to hear it. Always love to hear that. All right, guys, I think I'm going to do one more, and then I don't know if I'm going to go right to video games or if I'm going to take a break, but I'm going to do one more good conversation and then likely call it. Okay, not connecting.
It looks like there's 22 states that have gender affirming care bans. Not all of them have, it's like fully in effect. There's like some loopholes and things, but 22 states right now.
That is, it's saddening.
I live in a blue state, but I live in a red pocket. And
same.
My son went to the intake in July, and I'm still trying to find a reputable LGBTQ gender affirming care therapist in my area, because my medical won't pay for it unless it's in my county. So if there's not one in my county, my kid's screwed.
That sucks.
Okay, before I bring up the next guest, I am going to do a little self promo, guys. This is what I do for a living. This is how I pay my bills. So all gifts are 100% appreciated, never expected. If you have to choose between a coffee or sending me a gift, always choose the coffee. I don't want you all stretching your budgets, but anyone who can reasonably do so, gifts are appreciated. Thank you. Thank you for the roses.
I'm on an app. I'm 34. I just wanted to say that the people that have an issue with symptoms thing, when like I was pregnant and I went to my OBGYN, they said my husband could get pregnancy symptoms. So like that's a thing too. It's just a thing. They do that. That's all I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm. All right, awesome. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye. I'm going to need a new freaking cover for my chair. In just like a few more weeks, my cats are just tearing apart this chair.
Ugh. So my cats were doing that with my chair. Well, not my cats, one of them in my bedroom, and it's driving me crazy. I've had blankets over them for a while. I just finally got like a giant scratching post, and it takes some freaking effort, but I put it right next to the chair, and then you have to ignore the cats when they touch your chair and only give them attention when they touch the scratching post or give them treats or whatever. And I'm finally getting to a point where he's just scratching the scratching post and not the chair, but
that's good.
It takes some work.
Two questions I want to address. One person said, does Adora support any charities with TikTok, or is it just bills? I do. I donate 5% of my income to Point of Pride every single week. I post the receipts to my Patreon for free. I'm depending on how things shape up after tax season, if things are still looking good and my financial situation is looking good, I might up that to 10%, but for now it is 5%. Also, someone else said, if I send you $10 worth of gifts and TikTok takes half and you donate a portion, are you only getting, I can't see the whole damn post, damn it. Are you only getting like $4? Yeah, the amount of money that I get through TikTok is very, very small. A $10 gift, I get $3. So if you do want me to get the entire thing, my Cash App's right here, Adora1111. Yeah, all said and done, guys, it works out to about a third. For every dollar you guys spend, I get 30 cents ish.
Oh, hey, sorry, hold on, give me a sec. Yo,
no problem.
Can you turn the camera on? I don't know how to do that.
We certainly don't need it on.
Yeah, but
you're welcome to keep it off.
Could you do it anyway?
Can I? You don't have enough followers. You have to have 1,000 followers.
Oh, that's weird that I don't have 1,000 followers. It's almost like I'm completely fucking shadow banned. Weird. Yeah.
Shadow bans suck.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I got 6K on an account and I'm still shadow banned because I live in New York, nigga. It's crazy. Yeah. I'm a fucking black trans rapper and activist from New York. They're doing a protest and fucking what are they doing in Washington Square Park right now with Queen Sheen. Crazy, bro.
Okay.
Yo,
all right.
You heard of Cecilia Gentile?
I have not.
Yeah. She was a Latino trans sex worker activist who died of an overdose recently, and they exorcised the church after she died.
Damn.
Yeah. Kanye and Adora show showed up on Time Magazine. She's a black trans woman, and then AOC said some shit about it on the internet. No, wait, she said it on the floor of the House of Representatives that Cecilia Gentile died, but she left out the part that she was a sex worker. Almost sounds like she's an FBI agent or something. It's weird.
Huh.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Damn.
Right?
All right. So, is there a topic you wanted to talk about, or?
I just want to talk about trans activism and stuff. Yeah. You know, the lifeblood of trans activism.
What's that?
The New York music scene.
New York music scene?
The New York music scene, yeah. Everybody's fighting and arguing, everybody trans. Yeah, just like Crush Fund. Fuck them niggas. They suck. They got too much money, bro. Terrible activists. Knows a good activist? Show me the body. They're these cis guys, all Jewish. They own all the Pratt, and they make a lot of money, and they just give it back to the community. It's crazy. You know, Julian, the head of the band, crazy as fuck. He's got a tattoo of the Twin Towers, even though he's a Jewish guy. That's scary.
All right. I'm going to move on to the next guest.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on. You have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Yep.
All right, cool. I was a little lost. I know you guys were like, oh, mouth space. I was kind of lost, and also my foot is asleep, so I kept making faces because it's like tingling and hurting. So it wasn't all about the guest.
That was
You broke up, Haunted
Okay.
Cookie.
that was different.
It was. I didn't fully know what to make of it.
Me either.
Thank you for the hand heart. Hello, Julia. How you doing? Thank you for the heart puff. They're heart puffs, not hand hearts. All right, I'm gonna move on from Julia. Hello, Bailey.
Hey, how are you?
I am doing all right. How old are you, please?
I'm 25, born in 98.
25, 98. Fantastic. All right. What would you like to talk about?
I just had a question. With you having top surgery and taking estrogen and everything, I was just wondering, of, when you reach the appropriate age, which I think is like 40, 50, would you be required to get like routine mammograms?
I will definitely need mammograms. Yes, I do have breast tissue. I'm at greater risk of breast cancer as a result. So yes, I will need mammograms.
Okay. I was just curious. I have a lot of patients. I'm a nurse. I work in behavioral health, and I have a lot of patients who are wanting to start HRT and things like that. And just wondering, what sort of like advice to give them. So I really appreciate it.
No problem. You have a good day.
Have a fabulous Saturday. Thank you.
Usually you start mammograms at 40. It's recommended.
So I'm right around the corner.
Yeah. I had my first one last year.
The sad thing is Adora could go so far without Mel holding her back. Ria, what are you doing here? You know that I love having Mel in my spaces. I think Mel is an amazing person. She's a good friend. She's a fantastic advocate. If you don't like her, you don't like me, scroll on.
Thank you.
I got a Cash App. 1 second. Was it a Cash App or was it a Venmo? I do greatly prefer a Venmo over Cash App because Venmo, if I'm uncertain about why a Cash App was sent, I can message the person and ask them if they want a refund directly. Cash App makes things a lot more difficult. So Venmo's the better option, guys. I don't know. I got a notification, but I don't see. All right, I'll keep an eye on that. I know I got a notification, but it's not telling me who. Okay, so next up.
Hi.
Hello, Darkling. That's a cool name. How old are you, please?
I'm 32.
Oh, it was okay. Thank you. I got the notification now. It was for coffee. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. What would you like to talk about, Darkling?
Did you say 13?
That's not what I heard. What?
32.
What?
32.
Oh, okay.
32. That's what I thought I heard. Okay, cool.
When the second time I heard 13 again, I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, it's my
32.
accent. Honestly, it's terrible.
32. You're good. All right. Sorry.
I've got two things. One of them I just want to say, right? I'm still in like my learning curve of, fully understanding from your perspective, because it wasn't really spoken about when we were younger. But my daughter, who is 13, can understand so easily. So she educates me. There's pages like this. Yet, how can the kids be so understanding? Yet grown adults come in here,
Right?
absolutely lose it, and it's not even. Oh, it just does my head in that these young children can understand, and these grown-ass adults come in and just start arguments. It drives me insane. But
Darkling, I appreciate you. I'm looking to get one more good debate in before I end. Yeah, go for it.
So, obviously, with the transgender thing, I'm just a little bit curious about once you've gone through and you're like fully transitioned, why is it still important that people know you're trans? Because to me,
For some of us, okay, so for me, I'm always going to be an out loud and proud trans woman, which works for me. I quite literally have the trans pride flag tattooed on my arm. So I want people to see that I am transgender because I want to be a visible trans woman, not just so that cisgender people can see a trans person interacting with society and see that there's nothing wrong with us, but also so that closeted and questioning trans people can see a visible out trans woman thriving and living her normal life, because I think there's a lot of value in that. But there's also something called going stealth, which is something that transgender people sometimes do once we've made it to a certain point in our transition where we are comfortable with how we present, and then we never tell anyone else that we're transgender ever again. This is also perfectly valid because acknowledging that we're transgender can trigger dysphoria, and dysphoria is a bitch.
it's more of like a personal preference of what works for you.
Exactly.
Cool. That's great. That makes me understand it a little bit more. But yeah, thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
No problem. You have a good one.
Thank you, and you. Bye.
Bye. to be absolutely clear, stealth trans women can be proud to be trans too. I think I may have accidentally implied that they're not. No, stealth trans people can be just as proud of their transness as anyone else. Hello, Rowan.
Oh, hey. I didn't think I was actually going to get accepted.
How old are you, please?
I'm 21.
21. Fantastic. And what would you like to talk about?
I don't get why people get so mad at drag story times.
Me neither. But I am looking for opposition. Is this something that you disagree with up here? Yeah.
I don't think kids should get like surgery.
Neither do I, with exceptions. 17 years old for bottom surgery, 16 years old for top surgery. And even that is rare.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I basically agree with you.
All right,
I
awesome.
didn't know it was a debate.
Thank you for coming
Sorry.
up. No problem. You're good.
Okay, bye.
All right, guys. Let's see. I'm only looking for op. I know that Cootery is not op. Cootery, are you op on something? Ooh, thank you for the watermelon. I almost missed that. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Thank you. I wanted top surgery when I was 16. Still do at 31, I think. Accidental request. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Eric is my last request. Hello, Eric. How you doing? Eric, you with me? All right. Have a good one, Eric. All right. So, it looks like that might be it, guys. I just want to say hi to all the people that are new to my channel. I am Adora. I'm a post-op transgender woman. I advocate for transgender rights. So if you are new to my channel and that is something you're interested in seeing, please consider hitting that follow button right up top. To everyone else, thank you so much for all the support today. I love you all. Thank you to everyone who sent gifts. Thank you to everyone who sent Cash Apps and Venmos. Thank you to everyone who tapped the screen and shared the live. You guys are all helping me grow my platform. So thank you. Also, thank you to Auntie Cookie and Mel. You guys are amazing. Love you both. And thank you so much to my mods, as always. My mods on Twitch, my mods on Discord, my mods here on TikTok. You guys all make this possible. I'm going to log off now. I will see you guys all later. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Who are we going to raid?
Oh.
I always forget the raid.
I don't know.
No, I don't have any friends live. I have 0 friends live, guys. So we're not raiding anyone. Bye.
Bye.